Hey everyone, Lester here. So another IT related video. This time I want to share my own experience and hopefully something that you can learn from. But specifically, my industry is digital marketing, which is a support service supporting IT companies. First experience I ever had in IT 13 years ago when I was an intern in Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft Philippines. So I got an opportunity to do an internship. I was invited by my professor who was working there, and she saw something in me, obviously interest and potential that I could be someone who can thrive in that industry. The initial skill set that I was able to use to get that gig, aside from I'm kind of good in computers, I also could design digital graphics. So that's very useful in designing emails, designing web pages, designing any marketing collaterals that's needed at the time. That was my ticket towards getting my first taste of what's like working in a IT industry. I was an intern, but I've been working for quite a while. It's not like I'm completely new to an office environment. That was an advantage, but I was more shifting from the BPO to the IT industry. So fast forward a couple of years, I was really on that path towards a marketer in the IT industry. Next experience I had was a Microsoft partner actually. They're called Wizards Group, and they're actually now called NTT Data. But at the time, they were a smaller entity offering a variety of different IT services, from training to implementation, software development. I was part of the training though, that's what I'm marketing. And what I do understand is that they are connected to a lot of different brands like SAP, Oracle, obviously Microsoft. My role is, again, in the marketing side of things, doing everything there, cold calling, helping with admin tasks, preparing things for events and preparing Excel databases, stuff like that. You don't always get the kind of work that you wanted if you go to a certain industry, especially if you're new and you haven't proven anything yet. You really gotta have to go through that grind of, figuring out what's your niche or what you're good at. At the same time, you keep that positivity that eventually in a position where you're actually thriving because you're doing what you love and what you're good at. So I wasn't that when I was starting out, which I think most people can relate to, because that's just the reality of things, right? You don't get the kind of roles that you wanted right away. But I didn't stop trying. So what happened is, since I knew for a fact that that wasn't the right role for me, I found another job to a company called Strategy Web. From the name itself, you probably can tell what they do. They strategize on the web. Yeah, I was thankful. The smaller 25 people IT firm, I was given the opportunity to do what I think I can do better, which is, in this case, I was part of the graphics team, social media team. In less than a year, I think I was promoted to a manager. So that was my first taste of a management position, doing both marketing and IT stuff. So that was some exciting times. I learned a lot. I was given opportunity to actually hire people, learn the in and outs of building a team, working with different professionals. In this case, I've worked with developers, I've worked with writers, I work with SEO people, I've worked with project managers. In most startups, you really have to be multi-role. Even though I was a manager, I was also doing content, UI design. I didn't took that as negative. In fact, it was opportunity for me to learn a lot of different things, but being a manager at the same time. So win-win. Stayed there for more than 2 years. But around 2014, 2015, I realized that both in the IT and in marketing, there's still tons of manual work. You might think, everything is computer, everything is digital, but the reality is there's a lot of copy and pasting, not all automated. Being the resourceful and problem solver that I am, I found a tool called HubSpot, which made me realize, a lot of the manual tasks that I do can actually be automated. Instead of manually computing arithmetic, you have to buy a calculator. Instead of you sending posts, you use an email. So that's the automated version of it. But it costs something, right? In this case, you need an internet or you need a calculator. Make a long story short, a lot of things can be automated using this tool called HubSpot. I mean, there's a lot of other tools like this, but this is where I started a new path towards being a specialist. By being a specialist, I decided that this tool is something that I wanted to learn and be really good at. The reality is, if you're using this tool, you actually have to be good at a lot of different things as well. IT skills, for instance, being able to build websites, being able to build HTML emails, being able to do marketing campaigns digitally, being able to write produce content. SEO, which is another discipline, which is short for search engine optimization, is a combination of business and technical skills as well. That's something I do as well. But I move away from developer side of IT. I became more of a marketer in the IT industry, if that makes sense. I have another video that talks about that. You could be in IT, but you could be a salesperson, you could be an admin person, you can be a marketer like me. So there's a lot of different roles. After HubSpot, I really just moved from one company to another. At some point became a freelance, became a consultant, which I wasn't employed in one company, but more of I'm servicing multiple companies using my skills in digital marketing. But they are all either an IT company or a BPO, which probably serves another IT company as well. That's why my career is actually revolving around this industry, and I actually love it. The purpose of this video, aside from hopefully inspire someone to explore and see if this industry is for you, I want to emphasize the point that sometimes what you think isn't really what it is. Like if you're assuming I'm not a technical person, I can't be in the IT industry, you're wrong. You can actually. I mean that in a positive way. If you want to be like me, if you're someone out there saying, sana all, this is definitely doable. But you gotta start somewhere. By starting somewhere, I always say, whenever I do these kinds of videos, that you try and know yourself. Self-awareness is the key to this. Some of the key things you want to ask yourself: do I like computers? Do I like technology in general? If you hate it, then yep, this is not for you. Am I someone who easily adapt to change? If you are, yes, this is for you. Last but not the least is, do I like sitting in front of a computer and actually working there? Or I'd rather stand and be in a party, or I'm not trying to put it in an introvert-extrovert situation, but I'd say, yeah, you gotta sit down on a computer. That's not optional. You can do that because you will do it if you are in the IT industry most often than not. I think that's it. Hope this is helpful. I got other videos that talks about IT and digital marketing in general, and if you want to explore the career in this space, and if you have questions, just let me know. I'd like to talk about that in the comment section, and hope this helps. So once again, my name is Lester. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.